40 save outing from Jonathan Quick wasn't enough to hold off the Red Wings, but who cares about the hockey? Everybody's talking about the post-game brawl between the two sides. So let's break it all down with Jim Cerny, editor for Forever Blueshirts. Jim, thank you for hopping on with this, man. Let's go straight into it. Let's talk about the brawl. What did you break down this brawl to me, please?
There's not much to break down, right? So listen, Jonathan Quick, he's upset. There's no doubt about it. He's frustrated. He makes a 40 save night. His best game probably is a Ranger in 3 years with the Rangers. And he's the reason why they were even in this game, right? And he'd been fired up by some questionable, refereeing earlier in the game anyway. So he's on the bench. Rangers, have going for the extra attacker goal, trying to tie the game. Boom, buzzer sounds. Rangers lose 2-1. And as the buzzer sounding, maybe a little bit afterwards, Mason Appleton sends the puck towards the empty net and into the empty net. And I know it. It's an unwritten rule. You shouldn't be doing that. But it was really close to the buzzer. I don't know. I didn't think it was a big deal, but I get it. Jonathan Quick's an old school guy. He comes firing off the bench, and he was hot. And he was looking for a piece of Appleton. So Dylan Larkin stepped in his way instead. So he took a piece of Dylan Larkin, and all the players from the teams converged on the ice. And I know the headline says brawl, but really not much ado about nothing. Nothing really took place. Nothing got out of hand. But yeah, little fun sidebar to the story of another Ranger loss on home ice last night.
So do you think because of that, and again, like you said, another Rangers loss on home ice, do you think that's kind of Jonathan Quick's way of trying to fire up his squad?
So I don't know if he did it to try and fire up the squad. I think he was really angry. Like, he wasn't faking it. That wasn't an act, right? No Academy Award for him.
Okay.
He was hot, but he was asked specifically after the game, was this just about the incident? Appleton, unwritten rules, sent it towards the empty net a little bit after the buzzer. Again, this wasn't like 5-10 seconds after the buzzer. It was a tick or two after the buzzer. Or is it you were so frustrated, you stood on your head, you gave your team every chance to win this game, and they didn't take advantage of it, and you lost another heartbreaker at the Garden? And he said, nope, there are two separate issues at play here. I think human emotion, right? Again, I think part of it is, he's angry at Appleton, but I think there was a lot of frustration and maybe even a touch of disappointment and anger, at his own team for not playing better last night.
All right, so let's break down the actual game. We saw the 3-game winning streak snapped. A lot of people on X are saying that was the worst game the Rangers have played all year. They did have the home game or the away game in Columbus the night before, so kind of break the game down for us. Do you agree or disagree that was the worst game they've played all year?
Yeah, it wasn't great, obviously. You allow 42 shots on net, and you're almost run out of your building, especially the second and third periods. Detroit owned the puck in the final two periods. Rangers just couldn't keep up with them skating-wise. Their coaches after the game and the players as well spoke about puck mismanagement. Rangers were turning the puck over a lot, especially trying to get through the neutral zone. And you caught the puck up in the neutral zone to a good skating team like Detroit, and they're going to come back at you in waves. But Detroit was winning puck battles as well in the Ranger end of the ice. And JT Miller, I thought, said it best. You know what? This game could have really gotten away from us if not for Jonathan Quick. And he was, make no mistake, he was that good last night. That is the best I've seen him in a Ranger uniform. And he's about to turn 40 years old soon, right? But he was terrific. As for your question, was it their worst loss of the season? It's up there for sure. I think it goes side by side with, ironically, a road loss in Calgary, the start of their road trip. Their only road loss of the season a couple of weeks ago, that 5-1 loss to the Flames, who were just not a very good team. At least Detroit is a real playoff contender.
So they're away for the next couple of games, but 1-7-1 at home this season. This team plays better on the road, as you just kind of alluded to. Do you think this team actually has what it takes to go on some sort of run and make the playoffs?
Well, listen, they just won, what, 7 out of their last 9 games overall. And that's with only one of those wins coming at Madison Square Garden, right?
Yep.
It's going to be hard to keep up this 9-1-1 pace on the road. And they've got a difficult road trip coming up here. It starts in Vegas, one of the best teams in the league. Then you actually play the best team in the league. You're in Denver to play the Colorado Avalanche, who've lost only 1 game in regulation this year. And then it closes out against the Utah Mammoth, who are seen out of the 3 as maybe the weak sister of the 3, but yet, they have a better points percentage than the Rangers this season. They're contending for a playoff spot too. So it's not going to be easy. Rangers really need to come out of this with, I think, at least winning 2 out of 3. December is going to be the big challenge for the Rangers. 6 of their first 8 games in that month are at Madison Square Garden, so they got to get healthy at home. I spoke with Neil Smith, the former Stanley Cup winning GM of the Rangers, and he said when things go bad at the Garden, it's a tough, terrible place to play because it becomes a snake pit. And he's concerned that has really built a negative momentum for the team on home ice this year.
All right, Jim, we appreciate that, man. Appreciate you coming on with us. We'll be talking to you soon.
Thanks, Brandon.